Good evening, CSU. I'm Lauren Willson, here to bring you the latest news on all things awesome. The 90th Academy Awards took place last Sunday in Los Angeles, California. The award for Best Picture went to The Shape of Water, and I would have been insanely happy for Guillermo del Toro if I wasn't still hung up on the dismal state of the red carpet. The lack of originality and taste in fashion almost made me lose my appetite for fancy hors d'oeuvres and champagne. Rather than rattling off award winners, I think it's much more important to address the poor fashion choices of the evening. Let's run through some of the worst ones, shall we? Salma Hayek showed up in 14 pounds of sequins, topped off by a few measly strings of rhinestones. Salma, I'm not even sure how to identify the color of your dress. I guess it's kind of like lilac, if a lilac decided to roll itself in glue and jump into a preschool art teacher's desk drawer full of spilled glitter. If I had to name this dress, I would call it the Fibonacci sequins. Next up for roasting, Haley Bennett. If you're not familiar with this actress, she's the one from The Girl on the Train, whom everyone thought was Jennifer Lawrence until they saw the cast credits. Haley, I'm all for earth tones, but you didn't literally have to wear a sheet of sod. But I must admit I'm impressed by how you kept it so green. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Miracle-Gro. Next on the chopping block is Maya Rudolph. Maya, you were fantastic in Bridesmaids, but this dress looks like you're preparing for an upcoming role in The Handmaid's Tale. Also, why are you wearing red on the red carpet? I mean, do you want to look like a floating head? Lastly, Timothée Chalamet, star of Call Me By Your Name. Speaking of names, can we please talk about how pretentious it is that you spell Timothy in the French form, but you insist on it being pronounced like the English name? C'est ridicule. But moving on, Timothy, your tux, how do I put this lightly? Your tux kind of makes you look like a tube full of Pillsbury cream cheese frosting. I know you were vocal about the fact that you did not hire a personal stylist for the Oscars, but trust me, we could already tell. As if the Oscars weren't enough, CSU had its own film night last Friday. The Arc of Larimer County hosted its annual film festival called Reframe Disability. The Arc of Larimer County hosted its 6th annual film festival called Reframe Disability last Friday in the Laurie Student Center Theater. The festival featured short films created by individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and each one aims to dispel stereotypes and misconceptions about people with these conditions.
I think it's important to realize that people with intellectual and development disabilities want the same thing as everyone else. They want to live in the community, they want to work in the community, they want to go to school with their peers, with friends. And so that's a lot of what we're hoping to show at the film festival tonight. People with intellectual and development disabilities working, people with intellectual and development disabilities living in the community and not being segregated.
First place in the festival went to The Adventures of Rick and Lisa, directed by Kevin Rabin. As the title suggests, the short documentary focuses on a couple named Rick and Lisa. The film chronicles their experiences growing up with intellectual and developmental disabilities and shows how the two found one another. The director says he created this film to share Rick and Lisa's message of inclusion, equality, strength in the face of adversity, and boundless compassion to those around them. Many community members were in attendance of the event, including CSU students.
A lot of what I study is not to judge people, and I feel like this event can help people who aren't studying psychology or kids with disabilities to help them basically to understand what they go through.
There were 10 films in total shown at the Reframe Disability event. Some were humorous, some serious, but all of them achieved their common goal of spreading awareness. The Arc of Larimer County is always looking for volunteers. If you'd like to get involved, you can visit their website at thearcoflarimercounty.org. Have you ever won a game of Trivial Pursuit or been encouraged to try out for Jeopardy? If so, you might want to check out Geeks Who Drink, a trivia night hosted by Gilded Goat Brewing Company. You can play in teams of 6 or by yourself if you're feeling especially brainy. Geeks Who Drink features a variety of categories, ranging from celebrities in trouble to wordplay to bad television. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't The Celebrity Apprentice fall under all 3 of those categories? Or maybe I'm just thinking of Trump's State of the Union address. Anyway, Geeks Who Drink offers prizes like free bar credit, Gilded Goat merchandise, and bragging rights. The trivia night is held every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Gilded Goat Brewing Company. Well, Rams, that's all I have for you this evening. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Humans of CSU at 7 p.m. This is Lauren Willson signing off and wishing you all a wonderful spring break.